On the bench here we have the Kenmore 117841. This is a machine supplied by White to Sears, but through a deal with a German manufacturer, Gritzner. I'd have to look it up. It is called the root beer float affectionately because it's brown with the white top. It's got this big door here. Never had a chance to look at one, so it is class 15, and I did get the bobbin case and bobbin separately. These are fully machined class 15 bobbins. And the bobbin case for this machine has a different shape flipper here on it, and the spot where the screw for adjusting the spring is thicker than on other class 15 cases from Japan, so that tension screw is a little bit longer. So that's a slight difference there. That is an old it's just stamped with the size 16, it looks like. So I thought maybe it would have a name on it, but I did open this cam door, and the cams in here are pretty clever. They've got 2 layers on them, and this little selector here can select from the main cam stack in the machine, behind here on the lid, and then on the front here. And this looks like a high shank needle bar. And it's got left, center, right needle position and a stitch width control here. It predates stretch stitches though, so it only has decorative stitches, no back stitching for stretch stitches. There's a bit of dirt under this needle plate. Well, yeah, definitely have to clean all that goo out. There's a door for the hook here. This hook is standard looking. It's stamped original GK. So this is the original hook in the machine. In good shape. Let's see. Looks like there's 2 screws to lift the top off, so we'll do that and then get a little closer look. This is the top of that Kenmore root beer float. As you can see, it is full of very precise engineering. There's a custom installed counterweight on the top crank here for smoother operation. The top link here has been forged. There's a heat treatment or a heat mark on the here to bend it for it to line up with the rest of the machine. The cam system here is fully removable for service. And then it's got oiling points all across here. This is the cam selector, and it can go either way, but you'll see there's a unique cam selection. So on either side of this dial there's the rear cam, which has the built-in stitches, and then the front drive for the front cam. There is a fiber gear here, so you need to be careful not to jam the machine with the cam drive, because that is a fiber gear, and I don't know how well those survive. But it is very interesting how the cam follower works. It's got these crank pins on the shaft, so the main body in the middle here is what is connected to the needle bar, and then when you rotate the selector, it rotates one of the 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5 followers to contact. So currently it's set on 2, so it's rotated this very front pin to follow the front of the cam, which is stitch 2 on the cam. And then when you rotate, there's this is the straight stitch setting, which pushes this round piece onto the second setting on this back cam, and that keeps the actually, straight stitch is when this bumper lifts the entire cam mechanism off of from contacting any of the cams. Sorry. This is round because that's how they get it to switch stitches. So it's rotated now to do zigzag, so that follower is on the zigzag cam here, and then it comes around and rotates to 1, which is the back side of the changeable cam. So this follower follows, and then it rotates to, there's a wavy stitch, which is the back cam, and that's this follower engaged. And now we're back around to side 2 of the front cam. So, and then when it's set for straight stitching is when you can pop your front cam off. So that's pretty cool. This is the slider for the zigzag width, and then below the door for the cam is a lock for this slider, so you have to make sure that the lock dial, which is also plastic, is free to allow this to turn. So, and then left, center, right is on the right hand side control, and that is for manual buttonholes. This machine's in good shape though, so I'm just gonna clean and oil it. I think I'll take the tensioner apart and get that cleaned up. So this tensioner, I don't know if there's supposed to be a stop on it, but I am unscrewing it and it's just coming off the front here. So I took the dial off the front and there's a set screw in there, but I'm gonna just pull the release cup and the first disc out of here. And this first disc is quite clean. Okay. Well, since it's so clean on the front side, I am not going to take this further apart. Just wanted to check to make sure it's clean in there. So we'll just set all that back in, and now the real challenge is that these dials, when they're blind like this, are always a pain to get threaded back on, because this split here makes the threads very hard to align. Trying to no. Alright, I'm gonna have to work at this for a bit. So there was a lot of dirt underneath this the needle plate on this machine, which is why I was suspicious that it might have a lot of filth in the tensioner, but there it is. As soon as I quit concentrating on it, there we go.